Welcome to the chakra balancing sequence that we'll be doing today. So you can find a nice, comfortable seated position or lying down if you prefer to do so. It's all up to you, wherever you feel the most relaxed and you can connect to yourself. So the chakra balancing sequence will be about 30-35 minutes, and then I will play some instruments and the gong behind me to just help clear any residual energy, or to get the energy spinning a little bit more. So you can close down your eyes should you want to. You can keep them open too if it feels uncomfortable to have the eyes closed for any reason. And just connect to your breathing. Feel your inhalations. And feel your exhalations. And you don't really have to do anything with them. There is no form to how you're breathing. Doesn't matter if it's through the nose or through the mouth. In this practice, it's simply allowing the breath to come to you and fully relax into it. So the word chakra comes from Sanskrit, or Indian philosophy and spirituality, and it actually means spinning wheels. And it's both energetical or spiritual place, but it's also connected to glands and organs, and it has different emotions and qualities to them, which means when we have balance in certain emotions or aspects in our life, this chakra will be spinning in a certain way, giving us more energy and making us stronger in that particular region of the body where this chakra is at. So take a few breaths, settle into your body. And just set like a little, can be an invocation, you can call it a prayer if you want. Whatever feels good for you. It doesn't have to be religiously or esoteric. Whatever feels good for you, that helps you to set up this space in a good way. It can be gratitude, fully allow yourself to arrive into this place, into this space. And from here we can place our hands below your belly button in any way that feels comfortable. It can be one or two hands, placing them on top of the lower portions of your belly, below your belly button. And this is the root chakra. And the color for the root chakra is red. And the qualities are survival instincts, family and tribal association, a sense of belonging, essentially. And it's what roots us to the ground. It's usually what we are taught from our mother through the umbilical cord, but also as we grow up, since we can't talk the first couple of years of our life. So the connection is more emotional, that we learn how to feel connected to something. that our needs are met, that we matter, that we feel loved, that we feel safe, secure, and that we feel rooted to the ground. We're connected to something. So allow yourself to feel that connection. If you don't feel connected to anything, just feel the connection to your legs, a connection to your feet, to your thighs. And you might be feeling a little bit of a warm sensation if you keep your hands over any area of your body, and that's okay. You might even be feeling it spinning in a certain direction if you're prone to sense energy or directions. Just follow it. No need to analyze anything. Just know you're safe, you're loved, you're connected, and you're rooted into this moment, right here, right now. From here we can bring the arms out a little bit to the side. So they're still below the belly button, but they come out a little bit more towards the sides of the body. So we're coming to the second chakra. And the color is orange for this one. And it has to do with life force, vitality, creativity. It has to do with sexual energy. And the first form of sexual energy is, of course, the act. But there's so much more to it. There's so much more vitality and energy that we can harness from this chakra. So feel that. Feel your creativity, your own vitality, your own life force, essentially. The flow of life within you. A lot of times we can block this because we have shame, or we don't want to feel connected to this part of our body or to these different qualities that I just explained. So just allow yourself to feel them. Anything is natural. It's just energy. It's part of being a human being. Just let the energy flow through this area, through the hips, through the lower back, the whole waist region. Goes in and around the genitals. Just allow yourself to feel a belt of energy. Or just feel connection to the skin in this area. So from here, let's bring the hands up to your solar plexus. It's where your ribs start to meet. If you follow your ribs from the lower portions of your body, it's where they meet below your sternum, your chest bone, and you can just place one hand on top of the other one. And this is your solar plexus chakra, your third chakra. The color is yellow, and the qualities has to do with willpower, ego, the ability to manifest things, to bring something from an idea into reality, from abstract to concrete, the ability to create something, to manifest whatever your mind can plan out or navigate. It's usually connected to when we start to say no as a child, when we start to push away and differentiate. I'm not my parents, I'm not my mother. I am an own being with an own will. And too much of it, and we become very unbalanced. And too little of it, we allow people to do whatever they want to do, and we have no boundaries. So see where you feel in this chakra. How can you balance it? You always say yes to everything? Or do you always say no to everything? Pay attention to what you say yes and no to in life. And also what you feel in this area. If you're holding your breath, or if you're tensing down here whenever you're saying yes to a decision or about to do something. And that will tell you how your third chakra is doing. Just breathe into that. Allow yourself to manifest anything you want, anything your heart can desire. And we're going to bring our hands up to the heart. And don't worry if you don't know exactly where your heart is at. Just place your hands wherever you think your heart is at. That's good enough. It's a big area. And this is called the heart chakra, or the fourth chakra. And it has to do with love. How you receive love and how you can send love. And not just in romantic relationships, in any form of nurturing connections to yourself, to others. You can love a flower and send it love, and it will receive it. So just feel, where can I give myself more love in my life? Where can I be more compassionate? Not more patient, more compassionate, kinder. Maybe I can go to bed a little bit earlier. Maybe I can take a nice bath, have a nice massage. Maybe just do something that feels really good for yourself. Allow yourself to have that energy flowing through you. term unconditional love means that we are loved just the way we are. You imagine as a baby, we can still be loved without having to done anything. There's no performance because you can't do anything. You're just starting out life, but you're still loved. So at one point you felt this connection. Not for what you do, not for how you look, but just for who you are without doing anything. We're gonna come to the next chakra, and the next chakra is called the throat chakra. Sometimes it can feel uncomfortable to place the hands around the throat, so you can place them on the side of your neck, on your shoulders, can even be on your arms, on your biceps, on your elbows. It's a large chakra. This is from your throat all the way out through your arms to your fingertips. So anywhere along those lines where you feel you can naturally, safely place your hands, that feels okay for you, feels nurturing. And the color is blue, and it has to do with communication, sending and receiving information. And it has to do with speaking your truth. Not necessarily that everyone needs to hear it, but that you're able to speak your truth, what you consider to be truth. And that you're able to listen to other people's truth, able to receive a heartfelt message from someone else. If you imagine a conversation, you're not just thinking about what you're going to say when the other person is finished talking, you're actually listening and taking the words and the frequency into your body. And when this chakra gets blocked, we can usually feel a lot of pain in our neck, a lot of fear. Doesn't feel safe to say anything or to ask for something, speak our needs. So next chakra is the third eye, or the sixth chakra. And the location can be between your eyes, all the way down to the tip of your nose. But you can place your hands wherever you can come naturally, either over both your eyes, crossing them over the middle portion between your eyebrows, or even to your sides of your head, on your face. Wherever you can place your hands naturally, without any strain, you can place them there. The color is indigo. And it has to do with intuition, clear sight, psychic powers, but not necessarily only psychic powers, just your gut feeling. When you feel something is right or wrong in your body, and you can't explain it, the mind can't really rationalize it or analyze and come up to something. Your body just knows this isn't right. And this usually gets blocked by overthinking. What am I really feeling? How can I trust this? And in the beginning, it speaks very subtly. It's a very subtle voice. It might even be between reality and fantasy, but once we learn to listen to it, it can be small actions. You know, what do I want to wear today? Which road do I want to take to work? Asking yourself small questions. Am I done with my food now, or do I want another bite? Small question, and listen to how the body responds. Usually a yes in the body feels like an opening sensation, relaxing, filling. And a no usually feels like a contraction, going a little bit to fetal position. So just ask yourself more questions and listen to your body. Meditation is great for this chakra because we can really tune in to where we are at and how we're feeling and what feels good to us. And intuition is really about being in tune with everything around us. Feel the frequency of something. It connects to your body, to your energy field, and the ability to respond to it without thinking and analyze. You just know what it is and how you need to respond to it. And don't be hard on yourself if you can't feel it straight away. Give it some time. We're conditioned to think away through everything. So listen more to your body. Allow the answer to come to you. Don't figure it out. When you relax and let go of your attachment to it, the answer will come to you. It's like if you have a problem and you go to bed and you might wake up in the morning and you had a solution because you were able to relax. And the brain could process. And then lastly we come to the seventh chakra. So it's usually on top of your head, but anywhere, your ears, anywhere where you feel you can naturally hold on to without straining your arms or hands. Seventh chakra. Depending on which literature you ask, the color is violet or white. And it has to do with the connection to the universe, receiving information and messages. And not necessarily in a spiritual way only, but also about your belief systems, your attachments to things. It really has to do with allowing yourself to believe you're capable of doing whatever you want to do, whatever you feel in tune to do, and not being blocked by what your mind tells you or what your belief system tells you you can or cannot do. The biggest blockage for this chakra is definitely attachments. And in the West, attachments are usually the attachment to outcome of a situation. We plan for something, we work for it, and it just has to happen this way, otherwise it's not a success, otherwise I'm not happy, I don't feel good. Whereas the solution can actually come to us in many different forms that we didn't see if we just let go of the attachment to the outcome. That doesn't mean we don't do anything. It simply means we are not attached to the outcome of how it comes to pass. We do our work, do our practice, stay humble and kind, and then let everything solve itself along the way. And a common way to notice that the seventh chakra is blocked is when you can't think your way out of the situation, when you feel trapped, you feel you're about to lose your mind. And that's because the mind can't think its way out. And the more we can relax it and just allow it to be a tool like anything else, but not a universal tool. We don't use the mind for everything. You use it for what it's designed to use, and then you put it aside and let it rest. And let the rest of your body, your chakras, deal with what seems to be appropriate to deal with. Now you can relax your hands, bring them to wherever you feel comfortable in placing them. And just connect to feel all the areas that we just worked with. From the sole of your foot, all the way up to the top of your head. This is great to practice before you go to bed, or any time where you feel you need to relax a little bit throughout the day. You can stay as long as you want to in each chakra. You will know if you're naturally drawn to stay longer in a chakra. That might mean it needs a little bit more attention, and that is fine. Can begin to close the session. Maybe saying something you're grateful for, prayer, invocation. Any message came through. Keep it close at hand. You don't have to write it down. It will be there at the right time when you need it. And just feel the sensation, anything that comes up right now, the energy, any balance, any flow. And just trust in that. Whatever it is, positive, negative, it's there for a reason. So staying connected to this sensation, you can very gently open up your eyes if they were closed. And slowly start to move your fingers and toes, gently introducing some movements into your body. Start to work your wrists and ankles, elbows and knees, shoulders and hips. Get you your spine going a little bit, your neck, your upper body, lower body, mid back. Maybe roll over to one side, right or left. Bringing knees and elbows together, right side being a little bit more energizing, left side being a little bit more nurturing, caregiving. Don't think about it, just choose a side that comes to you naturally. Take a few breaths here to integrate, to start to prepare the body to switch positions. And then we use our hands and arms to gently assist us up to a seated position if we were lying down. And if you're seated, you can remain seated. And just feel into your body right now. You can open up your eyes, look around the room or the area you're in. Kind of like when you wake up in the morning, right? Just take in the area. How do I know I'm at where I'm at? What can I see? What can I hear? Are there any smells in the rooms that I can sense? Maybe my own skin. Do I know my own scents? What can you feel? Temperature, pressure, fabric of your clothes, surface you're sitting on or lying on, tension or relaxation in your muscles. You can gently go about your day from here. You can repeat this whenever you feel you need to do it. It's great to do when you have a little bit of time to focus on it, but you can also just do a few minutes to tune in to your chakras.